Welcome to Alpha Engineers.
Hello friends, welcome to the YouTube channel of Alpha Engineers. In this video, we will see the difference between microprocessor and microcontroller. The term microprocessor and microcontroller have always been confused with each other, but as your experience grows, you will realize both of them share some common features, but at the same time, they have a significant differences. In this session, we will try to make a clear picture of what is a microprocessor and what is a microcontroller based on some parameters. Okay, now see the internal structure. Microprocessor is an IC which has only CPU inside to process instruction and data to perform arithmetic and logical operation. A CPU needs four important subunits which are control unit, ALU unit, internal register array, internal system bus. Microprocessor provides only the processing power to the system. A system designer has to interface RAM, ROM, timers, I/O devices connected externally based on the system requirement. Next, to see the microcontroller. It has a CPU to process data and instruction. In addition to that, it has a fixed amount of RAM, ROM and other peripherals on a single chip. Now, next to see the processing power and memory. So, microprocessors are operated at much higher speed. So, if you see the clock speed of microprocessor, it is in the range of gigahertz. The clock speed varies 1 gigahertz to 4 gigahertz. Then, the memory, that is a ROM and RAM, is required quite high. So, if you see the RAM is 512 MB to 32 GB and ROM is 128 GB to 2 TB, then you see common peripherals like USB, high-speed Ethernet and UART. Now, next to see the microcontroller. The clock speed is in the range of megahertz. So, if you see the clock speed is 1 megahertz to 300 megahertz, then see the memory. The microcontroller are defined for specific tasks. So, amount of memory that is required by them is quite less. So, if you see the RAM is in the range of kilobyte, that is a 2 kilobyte to 256 kilobyte. Similarly, if you see the flash memory or a program memory, inside the microcontroller it varies from 32 KB to 2 MB, and the common peripherals is I2C, SPI and the UART. So basically all these are serial interface. Next, to see the modern microprocessor, they have either of 32-bit or 64-bit. So it means a microprocessor can handle 32-bit or 64-bit of binary data. Also, the microcontroller, they are either of 8-bit, 16-bit or 32-bit. Now, see the power consumption and the cost. So, in case of microprocessor, the all memory element and the I/O ports are connected externally. Then the cost of system as well as power consumption is high compared to the microcontroller. Now, next to see the applications. So, now classic example of microprocessor is personal computer or laptop. Using this device, we can do a lot of stuff. We can use a photo editing, creating a document, web browsing, gaming and simulation. So basically microprocessor use in application where task is not predefined. It depends upon the users. While in case of microcontroller, they are used for specific tasks. The application of microcontroller is as you see in the screen, remote control, washing machine, digital camera. So you realize in this device the task which is going to be predefined. Okay, now friends, we end up this video, but before this, if you see the smartphones, it can do almost all things which a personal computer can do, like you play games, you can do web browsing, creating a document, etc. But still it is not an example of microprocessor, because the chip you can find inside the smartphone is neither a microprocessor nor a microcontroller. It is sort of combination of both the things. It is known as a system on chip, or you can say SoC. So I hope in this video you can understand the difference between microcontroller and microprocessor. So thank you guys, thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe the channel for more such video.